Yo YouTube, this is Chad here coming to you from Honeycomb Fingerboards, coming at you guys with a little update video. So I'm looking at about a little over an hour until I have to leave for work, so I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to get all this shit done and edited and uploaded today. So this is probably going to be like a little 2-day thing, and I was kind of thinking about it. It's probably not going to be a bad thing anyways, because honestly I'm going to be doing the same thing today that I'm doing tomorrow, which is just swapping out decks and putting a layer of clear coat on our decks. So really, it's not really going to be that much exciting, so might as well just put them both into one little episode. So I'm going to go ahead and head out to the garage now and just get started on this stuff. So I'll see you guys out there later. Alright, so I'm back out in the garage. I went ahead and took our deck out of the mold from last episode. Got some lines marked up on there, holes tapped in, so both of those are sitting off to the side for sanding later on. But what I'm going to work on now is just go ahead and get this deck in the mold so that way I can go ahead and start sanding clear coating our decks. And I've got some warm water again because it's kind of chilly outside, so that's warming up my spray paint, my clear coat. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and just grab a glove and get some glue laid down on this guy and get it thrown in the mold. Got my plies all laid out, so now I'm going to go ahead and just start spreading down some glue, which for this deck I'm going to do a red and then maple all on the inside and then more red on top. I just feel like all of these like red decks are just coming out really good looking, so it definitely pops whenever you get it all clear coated. So I feel like this red on top and bottom with maple on the inside, it's gonna look pretty sick. So I'm gonna get this glue laid down on this one. Alright, so there we go guys, got the deck in the mold and it's all lined up. Made sure to put the graphic on top, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the press now. Alright, so the deck is in the mold, in the press, so that's good. Till tomorrow, so now what I'm going to work on is getting these guys kind of buffed up, which I explained in the last video. I use this kind of like used out foamy pad and just kind of buff everything and smooth it all up, and then I will take my clear coat and get that shit laid down. So I don't have much battery in the camera, so I'm going to go ahead and run inside and grab a battery, and then I'm going to also grab the other lens, so then I'll be able to show you guys some close-ups of the decks after I get some clear coat. So I'm gonna go do that right now. Alright, so grab the other lens, got myself a fresh battery, so I'm ready to go. I got my decks all, buffed up. I explained that in the last video if you guys are interested in kind of why I do that. I kind of explained it earlier, but I'm just trying to smooth it off and get everything ready for another coat of clear. So decks are hanging up, so I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down and get this coat laid down, and then I'll pick back up and show you guys what they're looking like. Alright, so just got the third coat of clear coat laid down on all of our decks, and they're looking really good. Let's see if I can, just gonna manual focus this, and let's see, this red one looks pretty cool. Yep. Little ice blue one looks good. Oh man, so hard to let go. Nice little all maple on the inside. Fresh as fuck. Alright, so like I said, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Or I mean, well, for today, not for this video, because I'm gonna pick up tomorrow whenever I wake up and get home from work. So yeah, so I'll see you guys probably right now. What's going on, guys? So as you can tell by me literally handling these, it's the next day and these decks are dry and I'm feeling fresh, I'm feeling ready to go. So what I am going to do, like I said, is I'm just going to go ahead and throw this deck in the mold. I still have this one pressed up over there, I haven't even touched that one. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one out and get some holes tapped in there, get it set aside, so then I can pop that one in there. And then get these guys their final coat of clear laid down. Stoked for that, because these decks are looking amazing. Yep. So, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab this deck and get some holes tapped in there, and then I'll start working on our other deck. Cool. Alright, so I went ahead and took our deck out of the mold from yesterday, which was in this video. I put it in the beginning, and went ahead and got the holes tapped in, so put that off to the side. So now I'm going to go ahead and just work on this deck, get some glue laid down, and put it in the press, which this deck is going to be like this kind of like curly, like especially in the light you can definitely tell. Or it almost has like a holographic look to it. But that's going to be going on the bottom with some maple, red maple, and then more maple on top with our honeycomb print. So, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and get some glue laid down on this one and get it thrown in the press. Alright, so that deck is in the mold. So now what I'm going to work on is just getting our fourth and final coat laid down on our nice little stack of decks here. Looking so sick whenever you lay them all out. Honeycomb print looking mint. But I've gone ahead and buffed these guys up, which I explained in last video like I've already said. But yeah, so now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and get these hung up, and got my clear coat in some warm water. Again, it's kind of cold out tonight. I had to turn on the heater because I was fucking freezing whenever I stepped out here. But got some warm water for the clear coat, so I'm going to get these things hung up and get the last coat laid down, and then I'll pick back up with you guys after I get that done. So here we go. So there we go, guys. Fourth coat and final coat is done. Super stoked on that, because literally that just means that these things are ready for you guys to use. That's always my favorite part, is literally seeing it in someone else's hands and having them appreciate it for as much as I do, because I know I put a lot of time into these things, and whenever I see people use them and actually appreciate them for what they are, that's literally where all my enjoyment comes from with this. But yeah, these decks are looking amazing. I always reach for this black one because literally it just looks way too good. But yeah, so that's pretty much going to be it for this video though, guys. Something happened with the video. But I have Sunday off, so I'll be able to get these decks, some of them, up on the website. And yeah, tomorrow I'll take some pictures for you guys whenever these things are dry. Post them up to some Instagram. But that is pretty much going to be it, though, for this episode. Thank you guys again for sticking with this one. I know it was kind of boring, but at least you got to see the last step being done to these decks before they're ready to go. But like I said, that's going to be it for this video, though, guys. As always, like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Make sure you check out the website down below. I'll have the link in the description. And yeah, until next time, though, later, y'all.